Hi friends, and welcome back from break. We're getting ready for our last conversation where we get to meet Professor Lee. Peter, are you ready?
I am so ready. Wait. Oh, where's my name tag? Do you have my name tag?
No, but I think it's okay, Peter. Everyone knows your name already.
But does he know to call me Mr. Peter or Teacher Peter?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll talk to Alex and get you a name tag. Friends, here we go. Here's Conversation C.
Professor Lee, thank you for visiting our studio.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Our producer can't wait to meet you.
Wonderful. And I'd also like a tour of your studio.
Sure, I will show you around after your meeting.
That's fine, but I can only stay for an hour.
Okay, I'll give you a quick tour.
In Conversation C, we see Alex and Professor Lee. The professor is really glad to be there.
Well, visiting LTE Studios is a lot of fun. He has a lot of things to see at the studio.
Yeah, he's going to tour around the studio. When you go on a tour, you see important things in that place.
If you visit a new city, you can take a tour. You go around and see all the important places in that new place.
That's right. But Professor Lee is visiting the studios, so he wants a tour of the studio. What can he see there, Peter?
He can see where we make the shows. He can see all the cameras and the equipment. Or he can visit the office. Then he can see where we write the articles.
Oh, you're right. So he wants a tour of the studio. Alex says he can show the professor around. If you show someone around, you show the person all the places they need to see.
Yeah, when someone is new at your work, you show them around. Show them the office so they know where everything is and who everyone is.
That's a good thing to do. Well, Alex will show Professor Lee around after the meeting. But what meeting will the professor be in?
He's going to meet the producer. The producer of a show is someone who makes the show. Produce means make.
And who is the producer of the show? It's Carol. She's the producer at LTE TV.
Yeah, so Professor Lee will have a meeting with Carol, and then he will get a tour of the office. That's so exciting. But you know what else is exciting? Reviewing our key words. Let's say them together.
Here's our first keyword of the day. Title. Title. Is his title professor or teacher?
Instead of. Instead of. Instead of Peter, call me Pete.
Sign. Sign. The sign says, do not enter.
Check. Check. Check your pockets for the key.
Wait. Wait. I can't wait for the next bus. All right, friends, those are the keywords. Can you practice them today with a friend? And now it's time to watch our conversations one more time. Follow along.
Taylor, how do people address you?
Most people call me Miss Jones.
Do you like the title Ms. instead of Miss?
Yes, so I just tell them. People often use Miss for women that aren't married. But I think Ms. is more professional.
That's true.
But something else bothers me more. Some people call me Tyler.
Are you ready for Professor Lee's visit, Alex?
I hope so. I made name tags for him and his staff.
Did you spell their names correctly?
Yes, I checked them all carefully, and I wrote Professor Lee, not Teacher Lee.
Good. He'll arrive in about 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll check the sign by the front door too, but it should be correct. Professor Lee, thank you for visiting our studio.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Our producer can't wait to meet you.
Wonderful. And I'd also like a tour of your studio.
Sure, I will show you around after your meeting.
That's fine, but I can only stay for an hour.
Okay, I'll give you a quick tour.
Hello, Monkey Man.
What did you call me?
Monkey Man?
But what is my correct title?
Monkey Man the Great?
Ooh, I like that, but no.
Is it Miss Monkey Man?
No.
Is it Mrs. Monkey Man?
No.
Is it Ms. Monkey Man?
No, those titles are all for ladies.
Well then, how about Mr. Monkey Man?
That's better, but actually, I'm a professor.
What? So you are Professor Monkey Man?
That's right, Professor Monkey Man, but you don't have to call me Professor Monkey Man.
Good.
You can just call me Professor.
No, thanks. I like Monkey Man the Great.
Hello everyone, welcome to Question Time, a time to ask your questions and get some answers. Today we're talking about meeting people. Please help me welcome Paul Light to our show. Paul, it is good to see you.
It is very good to see you, Robert.
Paul, we have a question today from Janet Chen of Taichung, Taiwan. Can you help us answer it?
I would love to try.
Great. Janet writes, I often have to travel to the United States for business. I want to be polite when I meet new people. Can you teach me how to address different people?
That's a great question, Janet. It is always important to be polite, but it is not always easy to know what to call someone when you first meet them.
Right. So, what should we call someone when we first meet them? Can we use their first name?
Well, if you are meeting someone in a casual environment, like a party or a picnic, then usually it's okay to use their first name. In these places, people often introduce themselves using their first name.
What if you are in a formal environment, like a business meeting?
If you are in a formal environment and you're not sure what to call someone, it's always safest to call someone using their title and their last name.
I see. When you say title, do you mean words like Mr., Mrs., Miss, and Ms.?
Exactly, that's right. We use Mr. to address most men.
Right. Can you explain when we use Mrs., Miss, and Ms.?
Sure. If a woman is married, then we call her Mrs.
When do we use Miss?
We can use Miss for young women and women who are not married.
What if you're not sure if a woman is married or single?
Then you can use Ms. This is the safest and most polite term to use for a woman.
I see. Are there other titles people can use?
Sure, some titles are connected with people's jobs. For example, doctor, pastor, professor, president, or mayor. You can use these titles before someone's last name as a way to show respect.
I understand. Well, thank you for sharing this information with us, Professor Light. I learned a lot. I hope you learned a lot too, friends. See all of you next time on Question Time.
Friends, we're out of time for today. Thank you for joining us. Did you have fun? More importantly, what did you learn today?
That's right. That's a very good question. It's always important to review, so grab a friend and review together.
Right? You can review the right way to address someone. And you can practice your new keywords by using them in a sentence. Remember, 10 minutes of practice every day will make your English great. So be sure to come back tomorrow, right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.